Question to Senator Paterson, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
On the matter of the dis-endorsed candidate Benjamin Britton, why did you deny connections with him? My colleague Andrew Clennell, I'm sure as you've seen, was leaked emails and documents suggesting that you did read his advice in terms of report. Why didn't you say otherwise at the time when you were asked?
Trudy, you get a lot of free advice in this business, and if every person who sent me unsolicited policy advice was an advisor in my team, then I would have literally hundreds of advisors.
So you never worked as a voluntary advisor?
I stand by everything I said to Andrew Clennell and anyone else who's asked about this issue. I never employed Mr Britton in any capacity, voluntary or paid. Anything he sent me was of his own initiative and it was unsolicited. And as he was a party member, I politely thanked him for his correspondence, but at no stage has he advised me on any matter.
The Australian Institute of Criminology has looked at public registers or registers of sex offenders in other places and found that police actually reported an increase in their workload. Have you consulted with policing agencies here on whether that model is the best thing?
Well, as we know, it's worked effectively in the United Kingdom and it's worked effectively in WA to the point where the South Australian Police Minister, or Premier rather, presumably the Police Minister as well, wants to embrace the scheme as well. Now, there are different ways in which you can have a publicly open register, but the policy that we've got provides access for parents, and our motivation here is to make sure that we can keep kids safe in the playground, on the sporting field, in their street, and I want to make sure that there is a real focus, and I just don't think there's been a sufficient focus from this government on keeping people safe, and we see that in the crime statistics here in the local community. When somebody breaks into your house, when somebody steals your car, they're doing it either to support a drug habit, to provide debt repayment, and generally the people who are buying the cars are outlaw motorcycle gangs and people who are selling the drugs to our kids, and the reason they're breaking into homes to feed that drug habit, outlaw motorcycle gangs and other gang members. And so this is a definite way in which the Commonwealth could provide support, and that's why we're very serious about putting serious money behind it as well.
Mr. Dunham, on Russia and Indonesia, the head of Indonesia's National Research and Innovation Agency said in December last year that the country was moving forward on a joint venture with Russia's state-run space agency to develop the commercial space facility on Biak Island in Papua. So 2 questions from that. Number 1, would this be a threat to Australia's interests? And number 2, what would you do about it if you were Prime Minister?
Well, I think the Prime Minister, again, has sort of ducked and weaved on this question today. The government's language keeps changing, which just seems strange, and we have asked for a briefing. It's still not forthcoming from the government, so what do they have to hide? I just wish this Prime Minister could be open and honest with the Australian people, and he hasn't been in relation to this issue, and Murray Watt's out there trying to sort of throw out all sorts of diversions, but the fact is that the Prime Minister has questions to answer here, and for 6 days he's refused to do that.